EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo here today calling the action from the cliffs at LightHouse Pointe. Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
Back over to number 7. Been a steady performance so far early in this first.
Rich, and really sooner rather than later, that's for sure. But yeah, steady.
Wow, Frank, one how blistered that tee shot.
Has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Over the putt. Came to the putt to make birdie. Now, settle for.
Yeah, right now, you've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It is only 65 yards. This is a good-looking shot. On the green, and a chance for birdie.
Even par currently.
Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Another who's who.
Now to the par 5 9th. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach a par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you do the maths, it's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee and you might find out this is a more difficult three-shotter than what you were anticipating. I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank didn't take notice of that name until right now, until that eagle.
And it started to send a whole ripple through the tournament.
Now on the 10th hole here at the Cliffs at LightHouse Pointe as we begin our trek homeward here at this magnificent golf course. This one Puts a little fear in me, Frank. I'm looking at a par 4, and it's almost 600 yards. Help.
Help, you're going to need it, that's for sure. And one of the things they've done to help you is a big elevated tee, so that'll at least chew some of the yardage off. Hopefully the prevailing breeze is also at your back, which might shorten that number up. Pretty generous fairway. Try and take those bunkers out of play with the big hefty club. And when you get on the green, you're going to realise there's 2 greens here, Rich. 10 shares the same green as 13.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
Well, that's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes of the bunkers. For example, here, nipping it in the fairway, making driver almost too much club, or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Now the third shot at the par 5. Frank, this is some sensational stuff here.
Eagle to tie.
Moving on to the 12th hole now. Par 4, 439 yards. Good contact, good result. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Yet another birdie, and on the march, 7 under for the tournament. Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot-making we're seeing out there today. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. He'll need to be strong with this. Frank not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. Good read, good line, well played.
Now at the second hole here at LightHouse, it's a par 3, 234 yards. Difficult hole, Frank, especially when the wind picks up.
It is, and you can see with that bunker on the right side, that's obviously the bailout area because the problem side is to the left of this green. That's where the cliff starts to run all the way down to the ocean. This is a very difficult par 3, not just because of its length, because it's exposed to all of Maine's elements. Should be safely on deck.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. Now the third hole here at LightHouse Pointe, par 5, 566 yards. And knew it right away. Picked up the tee, didn't even look at it. We can see it. It's perfect, right down the middle of the fairway. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Go. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. So Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid, John. Very impressed.
Well, here at the par 4 fourth, 411 yards, Frank, this is the kind of hole where you want to pull out the cell phone and maybe take a few pictures because the views are absolutely amazing.
And you also see why this golf course is called the Cliffs, that's for sure. Great vistas. This front nine completely lines the coast, so you're going to need to keep it fairly straight on this golf course. This hole in particular, though, the fairway is actually rather generous, so you do get a little bit of reprieve off the tee. And you really want to hit the fairway because that green is very tiny, Rich.
superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just a couple of feet. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now at the 5th here at Lighthouse Point, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
When you stand on this tee, Rich, you don't see any fairway bunkers, but be careful. It can certainly fool you. The goal really with the Cliffs course is to find fairways.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic.
Oh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. I like the looks of this one. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Now to the 13th hole, and Frank, this could make you quake in your soft spikes. 702 par 5. It might be a par 6 or a 7.
Well, I think a few people will make 6 or 7 here. You're right. This is a rarity in golf, 700 yards. So forget about any thought of even getting close to this par 5 and 2. Plus, just to add insult to injury, the 2 bunkers off the tee are perfectly placed. They're about 298 yards, smack bang in the middle of that. I doubt you can get past those, but you need a good drive, really, to try and leave yourself a short third shot. long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Drops for a birdie. Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. It's a big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this.
Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Rich Lerner back at LightHouse Pointe with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pot bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Good swing, good shot yet again. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Could really use this one. It's for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at LightHouse Pointe, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. And that's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But there's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good putt. '15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand left and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron in to a green that really the only problem is if you go long.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Steeply up the hill here. This is going to play very long. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
And another fun hole here. It's the last par 3 on the back 9 as we begin this closing stretch. 241 yards downhill, par 3 16th. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. This for birdie. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Good roll, solid. That's a par. Now at the 17th, and Frank a chance to make a birdie. Who knows, with a couple of huge pokes, you could make eagle 3. This is a pretty stout hole at a little bit more than 600 yards.
It is, especially if that breeze comes off the water into your face. But normally you're protected here because the hills on the left will block that breeze. Bunkers all the way down the right side, you can see that. But yeah, you're right, 2 big hits. You might just reach this par 5 and 2. Birdie, perhaps even eagle on a good day.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Yeah, that was a tricky one, but it's in.
Well, at last we're at number 18, and Frank, I have really enjoyed this golf course. And now when you see the lighthouse in the distance, it really makes it that much more special.
It is. The beacon will always take you home. And speaking of home, this finishing hole, it bends to the left. A good tee shot will somehow find the fairway and just leave you a short iron in. And of course, you make 3 here, and then that smile's going to light up like a beacon.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That is classy.
Well, a chance of going in.
To win the mid-season classic. Just drip that in.
Well, it's 4 1/4 inches. Use it all.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.